How are you doing this evening, Shelby?
I'm doing fantastic. You brought some fresh popcorn over, which is one of my favorite things in life.
Indeed. Yeah, we have a popcorn machine at home, like one that can pop quite a bit of popcorn at one time, enough to feed my whole family munching on it like a bunch of piglets. And we found these packets that are like pre-measured packets of popcorn seed and seasoning and coconut oil. And it is about as close to movie theater popcorn as you could get.
And I'm a connoisseur. I can eat an XL sized plus maybe a half, maybe a third bucket of popcorn during a movie.
At least. You admitted you've never tried to see how much you could eat. That's just where you've stopped.
Recently, the local theater had a promotion where they would sell you whatever container you brought in. And they said up to a 5-gallon bucket full of popcorn. Unfortunately, I missed it. And I was going to go to see if I could eat a 5-gallon bucket of popcorn. But my cardiologist said, no, I forgot it. I missed the day.
Yeah, it'll come again.
I think I could do pretty well. I can put a hurting on that 5-gallon bucket full of popcorn.
Yeah. So, popped 2 of these packets in it. Yeah, I think it was 16 ounces of seed.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it might have been 16 ounces for all of the ingredients, not just the seed. Might have been only 6 ounces of seed. And
yeah, that oil's heavy.
Yeah, it is. But it's delicious. It's so good. The popcorn machine, we got it for Christmas a couple of years back, and it has paid off so much.
So much better than microwave popcorn.
It is. And, when you're at home and you're watching a movie with the kids or something, everybody wants something salty.
Mm-hmm.
They want chips. They want pretzels. They want Doritos, Cheetos, But my family, we could tear through 2 bags of Doritos and think nothing of it. So popcorn machine is a nice way to get like that salty, savory, warm snack that doesn't cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good point. Yeah.
It's economical.
Yeah. And we make it on the stovetop. We don't have the machine, but we use essentially the same ingredients that the packets come. And that's the coconut oil. And we brought the flavoring. What's the flavoring?
Flavorcol. It may not even have an R in it. It might just be Flavorcol.
It sounds like something out of what is that video game they play?
Minecraft?
No, what's the one with you go to play the zombies?
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. The zombie one. It's like Call of Duty, and you have the machine that you can get the guns out of. We're going to have to call it out.
No, we're leaving this in. This is perfect. The Flavorcol.
Call of Duty game, you play zombies. It's like not a new one, nor an old one, really. It's pretty old. But you go and you can upgrade your guns. You get the laser gun. All right, listeners, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. We'll give you a shout out. Shoot us an email on this. Yeah. So that's a Flavorcol. So Flavorcol is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like that game.
Zombies in Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
It does. Is it Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been zombies in a lot of those games now. A lot of people buy those games just to play those.
Yeah, it was a fun one because I remember playing with my son on the same console. So many 2-player plus games were online. We could play on the same console.
Yeah.
2 controllers. It was a good time. Anyway.
Nice split screen.
Yes.
Yeah. But the popcorn's good. And I think it's the perfect treat for tonight's topic. Something that I have been introduced to that I think I have, and it's been a while since I've been introduced to it. It's been many months, but it's something that I think I started to feel years ago after I saw somebody giving this a name, putting a theory to it. And I've started to just watch some of the things that these theories claim, and I feel that it is very accurate. And even if it's not super spot on now, I think it's predicting exactly where things are going to be in the future if we're not already there. And that is the theory of the dead internet. Have you heard of this before?
No, but it kind of reminds me a lot of the theory of the round earth.
Flat earth.
The round earth. I think that's the theory.
No, the Earth's flat. The theory is that it's round.
Yeah, the Earth is flat. So,
Yeah.
but fill me in a little bit. This dead internet.
Yeah.
Because I know that when I search something, it comes up, or whatever I search, but that's not at all, I think, what we're talking about. What is dead internet?
Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure of the origins of where it came from. Like, I don't know if it started on 4chan or Reddit or, anything like that. So I don't know exactly.
Did you say 4chan?
4chan.
That
Yeah.
goes back all the ways. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah. That's for the unks and the OGs.
Yeah. I like that.
So I don't know if it started in one of those spots or if it started somewhere else, but the concept of it is that the free and open internet is dead. And that most of what we see and most of what we consume on the internet that is not just like content that is created specifically for consumption is being created or being propagated by bots, AI, corporate marketing, like manipulating it, algorithms, and content that's just being recycled over and over and over and over. And we just are kind of just swimming through this big ocean of stuff that is not being created and curated by humans. But we're actually being fed stuff.
Well, I definitely feel like that happens quite a bit. And you talk about corporate interest. I don't know how you said it, but when you do a search on Google or whatever search engine you use, or you do a search on Amazon or eBay, the first results are sponsored results. So we are getting corporate input, whether or not it's something they're trying to sell or it's just, whatever website trying to promote their website.
Yeah.
They're always trying to push the corporate interests.
Yeah.
Because they're paying for it.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And so I used the internet to look up what are some good examples where you're definitely going to see things about the dead internet, right? As we talk about this. Yeah. And here are just a couple of these places. So this is an easy one. Customer support that is clearly not human, right? So this is your chat bots and your AI. And I think a lot of the places will say, oh, you're chatting with a bot. But there are some places that try to pass it off as being a human.
Yeah, which annoys me.
And only if you say, give me a human, and you have to say it a couple times, or like, I need to speak to a human, then they'll redirect you to a customer support. But that's a very prominent example.
And I feel like they should always put that in the forefront of the call, like say something along the lines of, this is an AI assistant. How can I help you? Instead of try to pass it off. And I know it's a different when you call for tech support as opposed to the phone calls that I get sometimes that are definitely AI. And then you say, oh, you try to talk to them and, oh, this is a robot. They're just going off of some verbal prompt for me. You hang up on them. But if I call tech support, if it's a robot, I'm your AI assistant. I'm here to help you. Yeah, just tell me up front. Don't try to hide it.
Yeah. I mean, we all had that on computers when we were young. His name was Clippy, the paperclip.
Oh, yeah.
We said, get lost, Clippy.
Yeah, Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, he popped up.
So this is one that you might feel in particular. We used to have things like Craigslist, things like 4chan, things even like Reddit, which we still do have, as well as a lot of other forums where everything that was posted there was user created. And what it has changed to now is content feeds that are being heavily influenced by sponsored stuff, by paid content, that they'll filter results, they'll remove things that they don't want to be seen, stuff that's damaging to a brand. So we've gone from forums and things that are like dynamic and very personal to content feeds. So instead of engaging in a community, it's just nothing but scrolling, right? No. And the reason I say this for you is because, like, imagine going to Craigslist and looking for something that you want to buy versus going to Facebook Marketplace, where those search results, people can boost what's seen there. You know, you'll be scrolling through it and you'll see things, and then 5 things will pop up that you have no interest in. They have nothing to do with anything you've ever looked up.
Yeah. I definitely see that on Facebook Marketplace. on Craigslist, the last time I went there, it was just weird interactions. Because Facebook Marketplace is good. Craigslist, gross.
Yeah. And I think that's not to say that there aren't some really good things on the internet now that have become more efficient or more effective. But I think some of the things we are seeing, this is another one, are trends that look like they're created by people, but they just don't make sense. Right. Oh. And so sometimes it might be somebody that makes a trend that just doesn't make sense, but then people are being fed that this is something that they need to copy. And then it's just a copy and copy and copy and copy and copy. So it's not people creating original things. It's just people copying things.
Oh, absolutely. I see that constantly. Say I want to look up some specific detail about something, whether it's construction, automotive, or just my personal life. I can search for whatever it is. Everyone out there can try it. And then go read the responses. It's almost like a recipe. When you look up, whatever bread pudding recipe, and there's all these ads on the sides, pop-ups coming everywhere. You can't scroll down without seeing a whole bunch of videos. The exact same information on a different website, exact same wording. Everyone you click on has the exact same story, and they've regurgitated it. And honestly, I don't think it's new. What do you think about this, Rich? It's almost like the AP, the Associated Press, for news stories or for just information on the internet.
Yeah.
The AP will put out an article. All these other news organizations will print the exact same article without changing it, hardly. They'll put their own picture on there and might change it a little bit of the format. But I feel like that's most of the information that I find on the internet.
Yeah.
That's not organic at all, where it's just the same repetitive information. It gets real frustrating because sometimes it's not the deep dive that I'm looking for. I'm trying to find something very specific. Every article covers the same basic information without the actual information I'm looking for.
Yeah. That same thing happens like with the AP, like you're talking about, where it's just duplicated. But like it can all be automated now. Yeah. Right. All the way from scraping the information, right, which is what they would call when they go through and collect whatever it is that they're doing, to creating it, to publishing it. And then, you have a company like Google who people will pay money to have their website be visited to.
Yeah.
So why is it not in their benefit to push people to go to these websites? Because if somebody pays $1 million for advertisements and nobody clicks on it, guess what's going to happen? They're never going to pay $1 million again to advertise.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So I think we have Facebook is a great example of that too, where it's like there is an impetus for them to push people to go to things that benefit them. And how do they decide? Like, we've run ads before, they didn't do anything. That's because it's not to their benefit. Right. Those places can take our money and then they don't have to send views our way because it doesn't benefit them. So here's a couple other examples just quickly. Is social media feeds and comment sections that just have junk replies.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like I see so much of this where people will post something on Instagram and then they'll have like 50 comments in the course of like 10 seconds. And they're all just like super awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, something's off here.
Yeah. It's a lot of comments.
And in some cases, that might be those content creators doing the manipulation themselves. But the thing is they are still modifying the perception of other people looking at them and looking at what they post. And they're creating this false illusion of what really is. And then you had mentioned this earlier, but search engine results. So like you Google something and you'll have whatever, like 10 articles. It's all the same thing. And it seems like they're all borrowed from each other. Sometimes there's even typos and stuff in it, right? I've seen that a lot lately, especially with video game reviews. You'll see video game reviews where they'll have AI write the video game reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
AI do the reviews.
Yes.
And then,
or they will generate a bulk of the content, right? Like I could go into AI and say, hey, this is what I think of something. Now write something, fill out a whole article that's in that tone. So not only have they created this content using AI, but they've used SEO, which is search engine optimization, to basically force themselves higher up on the search results in a search engine. And then the more people click on it, the more that it becomes popular. it's not this organic Wild West that we kind of used to have with the internet, right? Where people could post things would become popular, on their own, and it wouldn't be manipulated.
Where's this fit in, Ridge? So when I want to get the shed, our studio, insulated, I typed in Mansfield, Ohio spray foam. And guess what popped up? A company called Mansfield Spray Foam. Well, I called the company, left a message. It had a local area code. And then I had 2 phone calls back from a different area code. Come to find out, when someone actually came out to give me an estimate, eventually, they said, oh no, Google results changes the name of our company because the name of the company that came out was not the name of the company that I searched for or said on Google results. The name of the company that came out was another company from the Columbus area, which they have salespeople all over, the area. I don't know how big, state, maybe regional. I don't know. They had someone come out. This gentleman came out and said, oh yeah, well, no, we have a great advertising person. And they changed the search results to if you put in spray foam in a city, but changed the number to a local number, changed the name of the company to the city that I put in.
Yeah.
Odd.
So I could have said, spray foam insulation, Mount Gilead. And
Yeah.
come up with said, there's spray foam.
Yeah, Mount Gilead Spray Foam Company.
I mean, the thing is I think that's contributing to the dead internet, because it's like, what if there is a spray foam company in Mansfield that is actually trying to get that business and grow?
Yeah.
Yet this other company that is not even in existence there is occupying that space, right? And so this is why this is just a theory, right? Like, I don't know if we can actually prove it, but this is a reason why it matters, because it messes with things that we can trust. And they always say, don't trust things on the internet. And I think that's always been true. Yeah. But at least when you've been on the internet and there's a person that you're engaging with, there is at least a certain level of trust that you're talking from peer to peer, person to person. And now you don't even know. You don't even know it's real. And that changes the way people see the internet, right? Like, I think all of us are afraid to trust anything that's on the internet. And then, of course, it can make bad things like this company or ideas or memes or trends. It can make bad things spread so quick because you searched for this and you clicked on it. So now it's going to rank higher in search results, right? So you were lied to, and it contributed now to it show up in more results.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it pushes real people out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see that. And I didn't end up hiring that company. I told the person who came out, asked him to explain what the situation was. He told me that it was the advertising people who got the results put on with the local town, and he thought that was really impressive. I have been in construction my entire life. I've never had anybody come out and say, oh, no, we just tricked you into calling us. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And I didn't hire him, and I was honest with him about it. I said, yeah, I don't really understand, and maybe I just am too old for this, but I cannot give you a deposit because they wanted a deposit. I said, no, I cannot look the name up of the company that I searched for on the internet on the Better Business Bureau or the Ohio business page.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot research your company, so I am definitely not writing a check to you. I feel like an unk.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going to do somebody who can come out here honestly, not try to trick me into getting you out here, and shake my hand and give me an honest price.
Yeah. You know who else is really bad about that? I don't know. Can we get in trouble for this? Roto-Rooter is like that. And I even think Roto-Rooter does good work. Like, I've had them come out before in the past, and they were just fine. But it's that same thing. When I needed a drain cleaning, I searched for drain cleaning services in the town near to us, and that came up. I was like, okay, great. I didn't know they had one there. And then this person was coming from clear on the east side of Mansfield. So they service this area, but that dude was like, oh no, like, I'm having to drive further away. So it's an extra travel fee. But they do that. And then, like, a lot of these basement doctor places,
they have just hand over fist. Is that making money?
Yeah.
Like, it is incredible how much they charge for basement repairs.
Yeah. I had one of those people come out many, many, many years ago. And they were also supposed to be from the Mansfield area. And here they'd come from Toledo.
Oh, wow. That's a couple hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But you wouldn't have known that because the place that I called said it was, I guess maybe it was worded like serves the Mansfield area. But I'm like, I don't know where you're coming from.
Yeah. So this has been going on for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
This is not new.
So when I just did some rudimentary searching, and I know I'm relying on the dead internet to help me, there's a lot of different ideas of when people think it started. And honestly, people think it started maybe a little bit earlier than what I thought it did. I really feel like I started to notice it during COVID.
I can see that.
A lot. But I think maybe that's because everybody was doing everything online.
Yeah, we definitely had focus online during COVID. Yeah.
They say it's really in the early 2010s that maybe like the seeds for it were planted. And then the shift really started to happen with social media becoming more prevalent, right? And going from having forums, places where you have communal engagement, to things that are focused on feeds.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they want you to keep scrolling. They want you to keep refreshing. They want you to keep clicking through. And that's when comment sections and forums, bulletin boards, BBs, they had been dying previous to that point, but that was like, that killed them. Because there's just not really many forums out there anymore.
And they have their own issues. People
Sure.
getting on there just talking smack or not really having any input, just jibber jabber.
Yeah. And I think they've been replaced by other things, maybe like Discord kind of replace forums. But even those places, it's there's a lot of anonymity there, and there's a lot of suspicion, I think, of what happens. So, I think to summarize, the problem really is the internet is so much less human. It's so much less human. Like when you get on Facebook, you're fed ads of things they think that you want to see because they think they know who you are. You are pushed content that they know is going to engage with you, whether it's something you agree with or it's something that makes you mad. Like how often have you gotten on Facebook and it shows you something that just pisses you off and you just get into the comment section and start commenting and engaging? Every time you engage, that's good for them. So like they are manufacturing and manipulating. It is like psychological marketing that they're doing. And I just think with AI, we're going to continue to see it grow because it'll be automated. Instead of it happening somewhere on a server where it's trying to figure out what to send you, at a certain point, it's going to happen locally within your browser. It's not only going to be able to predict what it should do, it's already going to have, it's not like it's going to give you 5 doors and it's trying to decide which one you're going to walk through. It's going to give you 5 doors and they just all lead to the same place. But it's going to create this illusion of choice and of freedom. I think that's where we're heading with it.
Yeah.
I've sent you so many videos on Instagram of AI stuff that's clearly AI, right? It's like people jumping into giant beds of vegetable
I love
soup.
those.
Right?
Yeah.
It's very clearly AI, but it's like, that's the dead internet. Somebody is making it, but who knows who it is? Who cares? And now everybody copies it. It's like the Matrix, Neo. So imagine this. In the future, it is possible that you, Shelby Robinson, aren't just tapping into this internet that exists where you are seeing the same internet that I am seeing, that somebody from France is seeing the same internet. You will tap into an internet that is entirely curated specifically to you. You see what I'm saying? Like you are not experiencing the same reality as other people. You're experiencing a reality that's completely manufactured to your specifications, whether you know it or not, and it's not for your advantage, right? Because Facebook is worth how many $100 billion? How are they making that? Where's that money coming from?
Yeah, it's going to come from somewhere.
And it is only going to be more beneficial and advantageous for Google to do that. They don't want to show 100 pages of things that are stupid, that don't make them money, that don't make sense. They want to show you 5 things that are all things that they've curated that go to places that make them money somehow. That's more beneficial for them.
So this made me think of this. I don't know if it's a joke or a
mind trick.
Let's call it a mind trick or an algorithm of life. To F with your mind, Reg.
Mind free.
This worked out for me. Don't be one of those people who watches mind games. You ever watch the show Mind Games?
Is that with James Spader?
Brain games.
Brain games, no.
Yeah, it's just fun stuff. They show you different things that your brain works a certain way. They want to show you that. But this is a little bit of letters, numbers, and a little bit of math.
Okay.
You're good at math. And everybody out there listening, follow along, please. Because the internet might be using these kind of little algorithms, because I think that fits, to judge what we're going to click on and what we're going to pay for. And it allows us what we pay for, what the advertisers pay for. So, Ridge, pick a number 1 through 10.
Am I supposed to tell you?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I got it.
Keep it in mind. You got it?
Yeah.
Multiply by 9.
Okay.
Add the digits together.
Okay.
Subtract 5.
Okay.
Now, pick a letter corresponding with the number, as in A is in 1, B is in 2, C is in 3,
Yeah.
D is
Got
in
it.
4, E is... Okay.
Elephant. Is that what you're going to ask?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's not it.
Okay.
Think of a country starting with the letter.
Okay.
Take the last letter of the country. The
Okay.
last letter of the country.
Okay.
You got that? Think of an animal starting with that letter.
Okay.
Take the last letter of that animal. So that animal you just picked, the last letter of its name.
Yeah.
Or don't name it. It's not like
Yeah.
Frank or something. The last letter. Ready?
Name's Kyle.
Think of a color starting with that letter. A color starting with that letter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. You are not thinking of an orange kangaroo in Denmark.
I mean, I thought of koala, and then I couldn't think of a color that started with A. So then I went back to kangaroo and thought orange.
Yeah.
But so what did the numbers have to do with it?
Well, the funny thing is, I think that leads you into D, because anytime I see one of these math problems and I see the number
So wait
9,
a second, I picked 9.
Yeah, the number 9. It doesn't even matter what you pick. It makes no difference what you pick.
Okay, so I picked 9 and you multiply it by itself, right? So you
Yeah.
have 81 and then you add the numbers together.
What's 9 times 3?
9 times 2 is 27.
What do you add those together?
9.
What's 9 times 7?
63.
What do you add those together?
9.
9's a magical number. Think about that.
Niner.
Anytime you multiply anything
But how
by
did
9,
I get E instead of D?
you messed it up.
Yeah, I didn't do the math right. You even talked me up how good I was at math. I screwed it up.
Whatever. But yeah, 9 is one of those fascinating numbers. I'm going to pull up a calculator here because I'm not that good at math. 9 times 15, 135, 135.
9. Yeah.
9. Yeah. 9 times, I don't know what we just did, but 12, 108.
What about 9 times? Does it work with prime numbers? 9 times 27.
27. 9 times, 247. I did that wrong. 9 times 27?
Yeah.
243. What's that?
Interesting.
243.
So it works with 3 so 9 times, let's do 9 times 1,240.
1,240?
Yeah.
11,160. 11160.
Huh.
What do you think of that?
It's witchcraft.
The number 9 is the most fascinating number there is.
Doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. So that's really
Niner.
fun. But also, if you do the numbers, you put it all together, most of the time you're going to say, it's a orange kangaroo in Denmark. Can you name another country that starts with a D?
Oh, jeez.
Right? You could convince me that Denmark was a town in a country.
Yeah. Can I name another country that starts with D?
Yeah, I can't.
Not off the top of my head.
I'm sure the internet has an answer, but Denmark,
Yeah.
that's really the only one I can think of.
Yeah. Germany,
Germany, yes.
Dinah, and Japan,
Japan.
Australia.
Yeah, it's so hard. So maybe the internet's using this kind of information about how we think and is using it against us because it knows we're sheep and we're going to follow
Yeah.
a certain trail. You know, you lay out the crumbs and we're going to follow it. Just go
Yeah.
along with what everyone's done before. And they're constantly gathering information on how we interact. You're a guy in his 40s. You know, you have a family. You have certain things you search. They know exactly what you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
They just go after that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an orange kangaroo. Like they just go after that. I search certain things about mechanical things and construction, and that's all I see. That's my feed. I'm getting really tired of the hymns commercials, though.
I get a lot of hymns.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It definitely has to do with my age and my search engine. Just kidding.
Yes. I don't think it's like we can fight the machine and take the internet back, right? Like
No.
I think that ship has sailed. I think the only solution is to a little bit is to just use it sparingly. Use it for what you know that you can use it for. If you're bothered by this, right? Just like the Matrix. Again, I don't think we're in a Matrix. I shouldn't compare it to this, but like the movie The Matrix, there was a lot of people that were happy to be in the Matrix, and there was people that came out of the Matrix that were like, "Please put me back in." Right? Like people want the TikTok. I mean, even when it was shown that there was so much of it that was bots and so much of it was fake and so much of it that's just duplication, people are like, yeah, no, it's okay. We're like, oh, people are fine with eating their McDonald's, right? They're fine with having a manufactured experience.
Yeah. The mundane is okay.
Yeah.
I remember giving reviews on Amazon for products because I got a little bit burnt because I bought something at a local store. It was much less expensive than it was on Amazon. And I went on Amazon. I was like, I'm going to give this a review. I said, hey, I love this. And it was a hammer, a titanium hammer. It was kind of pricey. And I said, oh, I'm going to give this a review on Amazon because I really liked it. Found out it was like $30 more on Amazon. And I put that in my review. I shouldn't put the price in there. This does not show that you are a purchaser of this product, so we can't put your review up. It shows that I found it cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah.
I reviewed the product like you would want a product reviewed, but I talked about the price of it and how much less it was somewhere else.
Yeah. So that's Amazon. I mean, arguably the biggest shopping experience that's ever existed. And it is able to destroy anything they want that's put on there about any of their products. And that's, I mean, also noticeable in the fact that I bought things from there that is definitely stuff that's manufactured overseas and imported, right? Cheap stuff. That product has been taken down because it's gotten so many negative reviews, and then it's put back up under a different name with a different company, but it's the same product, right?
Oh,
it's
unlisted, put it back up.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of the future we're heading towards. Is what can you trust? I mean, even a place like Wikipedia, which I think has overall has a positive reputation, but even it can have information that's manipulated or information that's incorrect, and it's really, it's at the hands of the community to oversee that doesn't happen. But at a certain point, it could just be false information could be put in there. We'll be smart enough to know.
Yeah. It's scary. We can all ignore it.
Can we? Can we?
I don't know.
We should.
We should, and we could try. Too widespread.
Yeah.
And it's basically the lemming in front of you. So you just follow it off the cliff.
Yeah.
Remember lemmings?
Yeah.
Yes, I love lemmings.
I introduced that game to my kids. And instead of trying to rescue them, they were just like, let's see how we can kill them.
Yeah.
So kid, no, you're not playing this game right, kids.
You're supposed to save the lemmings.
Yeah, save the lemmings.
Sacrifice a few, but save the many.
Like, isn't that hilarious when we blow them up with dynamite? I guess you maniacs.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening to my theory. It's not my theory, but listening to me talk about this theory. It's interested me a lot. It's really kind of conspiratorial, which is fun.
Yeah.
But I do think it is something that when you really start to think about it and look at what's happening, you notice it.
And where do we fall on the earth being round or flat?
I'm more of a hollow earth person.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
Is the earth round or flat? I don't know, but I think the earth is hollow.
Yeah, I think Brendan Fraser's down there just doing great.
Yeah, with dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. In the Rock, maybe?
Wasn't it Will Ferrell? Was he down there?
Yeah, he was too. Yeah. Yeah, Will Ferrell. Yeah. In the Rock, Brendan Fraser.
Jules Verne. Is that who wrote the book?
Yeah.
Travel to the hollow earth in the middle.
Either that or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe both.
Wasn't it Admiral Richard Byrd? Is that who it was? The admiral that wrote a whole diary about how he flew a plane into the hollow earth and there was dinosaurs there.
Wow. I like that. I don't know, but yeah.
He was crazy too, I think.
Look that up.
Anyways, have a good night. And this whole podcast is fake.
Yes.
It's AI.
Bots talking to bots.
Confirmed.
Good night.